Yo, how you doing, guys? It's me representing 1/5 of them boys. So you know what that means? We're here. And why are we here? Because, well, the red light, bit of a touch. I'm still working on it, guys. But yeah, it's time for Elimination Chamber. So I've got the good old red for the good old Canada. Okay. Anyway, we're not here for singing. Enough of it, guys. We are on that final road to crowning the Ministry of Wrestling champion. There's only 3 more stops. You got Chamber, Revolution, Mania 1, Mania 2. So after this, 3 stops. It's kind of determined my fate, but I'm slightly edging up to potentially being 4th, not 5th. Hey, last year was 2nd. Who would have figured? Anyway, let's not waste any time, guys. If you're down with the show, you know the rules. If you're not, basically, you predict, you get it right, you get a point. Those go towards your main points. Done. Okay, let's kick it off with the Women's Elimination Chamber. How did the guys vote? Let's have a look.
Now, you see, other than the men's, the women's is actually more harder to call. The men's is kind of easier to kind of strategize and, kind of go through and like deliberate. But the women's, it's hard. It's hard. Liv has just recently won the tag team titles with Raquel Rodriguez. Could she be 2 belts, Liv? Maybe, but I think there's an arse whooping coming from Naomi and Bianca on that, so she ain't winning. Bianca and Naomi, could it be left to them two? Or could we have a confrontation? It's an elimination chamber, so they wouldn't be able to get in. So I'm not sure where this is going. I actually thought something was going to happen on Raw, where they lost the tag team titles. I actually thought that Jade was going to show up then, but she didn't. So the ending of that main event was kind of disappointing because they just won and then that was it. I was really hoping that something was going to happen, that there was going to be a reason why they lost. For a split second, it looked like Bianca was going to turn, but it didn't. She was just disappointed and then the show was finished. So maybe they were kind of waiting for Elimination Chamber and I don't know, maybe something will happen. So I don't think it'll be either of them two. Bailey, I don't know, she had her moment last year. I don't think it's going to be a repeat. And I think the likes of Roxanne is going to get the better of her. For me, it's between Roxanne Perez and Alexa Bliss. And obviously the Prodigy against the Fiend's friend. She's only just come back. Would it make sense for her to lose as he's just made her comeback since the Royal Rumble? For me, it's between them two. It's between Alexa and Roxanne. And as much as I may think Roxanne may win, I'm going to be brave. And just purely for the fact that she's just come back, and I don't think it would look good if she loses her first PLE back. I'm going to go on those kind of strengths. And that makes me lean towards Alexa. So for me, the winner of the Women's Elimination Chamber, I'm going to be brave and say Alexa Bliss.
The Elimination Chamber for the girls is actually very hard to determine this year. I mean, none of them really have a direct storyline ongoing, conflicting with Rhea. Yes, Liv has had the whole year feuding with her, but I don't think they're going to run it back one more time at WrestleMania. What would be the point as she's been definitively beaten already? Bailey is a good shout because I don't recall seeing Bailey versus Rhea again, and that's that is WrestleMania. That'll be 2 of the biggest women of all time really going against each other. But if I was a betting man, I'm gonna go towards Bianca because Bianca and Rhea, that is a money-making match. That's a WrestleMania match. And again, to my knowledge, I don't think they've faced off before. And it's basically that is WWE's top girls going against one another. And they're still dilly-dallying, dancing around who actually did this thing to Jade Cargill. So more than likely it's gonna be Bianca, yeah, and Bianca in a new bad guy mode form, gonna go after Rhea. We'll see if she gets the title, but Bianca for the win.
Okay. Women's Elimination Chamber match. So, Alexa Bliss has just returned and she's on SmackDown. Charlotte has chosen Tiffany, so I don't see that happening because why start on SmackDown, move back to Raw instantly, plus the Wyatt Six have just moved to SmackDown as well. She is definitely Wyatt Six involved, so Bliss is out. Liv Morgan, I would love to say she would be in there. Would like to see her in a Mania moment, but she's a tag champ. I would like to see the tag titles defended at Mania. So once again, Liv is out of the equation. Bailey, very strong contender because she's Bailey. But on the other side of that, we have Roxanne Perez. I see that being a Mania moment. So yeah, just eliminate those two straight away. Now we have Naomi and Bianca. Look, with all the love in the world I have for Naomi, it's got to be Bianca Belair. It's one of those clashes that we've looked at for forever and wanted. Um, Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. That's where the money's at. It makes sense that Bianca and Naomi have just dropped the gold. I think also if we play the game, Jade Cargill now returns. It happens to be Naomi. Not that I want it to be after the whole I knew it wasn't me. Da 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 da. You move Bianca away from this situation because she's now going to Raw. You've also got a Mania moment in a feud because you've now got Jade versus Naomi. I mean, don't get me wrong, it could be Jade versus Alexa, right? I'm not against that either if you're going to play that game. But yeah, if we're looking at the big money draw, this goes from NXT all the way up. The undefeated at WrestleMania in singles competition. Let's please take away the Mae Young Battle Royal. Bianca Belair versus Mummy. It prints itself, doesn't it? But yeah, I think that's the one. Bianca Belair for the win to become the #1 contender to Rhea Ripley's title.
This seems relatively clear cut, although there's that niggling bit of doubt in the back of my mind. I mean, Naomi, 100% not winning. She's the most clear cut person who's not winning. Roxanne Perez has actually impressed me since coming up, so I'm happy with that. I don't see her headlining Mania yet. Bailey, kind of the legacy token gesture. I'm sure there's a chance Den the Tech might pick her. Yeah, she's not winning it. Now it comes down to these three really, because looking ahead at what makes the best match with Rhea Ripley at a Mania showpiece, there is an argument to be made for Liv Morgan, given the run she's had with Rhea, although there is equally the argument to be said this has been a bit played out now. Well, not played out. It's run its course. It was a great rivalry. I liked it. I don't see much point in revisiting it. We had closure with it. The romantic pick in me would love to see Alexa Bliss get in there, just on the basis that she's been out for so long. It'd be really cool to see her back. But, you know, we're talking marquee matches. Now, what are the two marquee women who have permeated WrestleMania for the last 2 years? Well, it's Bianca and Rhea, isn't it? I mean, I was at WrestleMania 39 with Den the Tech, and honestly, the best match of those 2 days was Charlotte versus Rhea. Again, Charlotte reminding everyone how goddamn good she is. But yeah, man, Rhea came to play that night. And I think you also take the potential new Mrs. WrestleMania, because I don't think Bianca's lost at Mania yet. Add to that the fact that people are clamoring to see this, I guess what's being labeled a dream match between Bianca in her current presentation and Rhea in her current presentation. That match would be actually quite hard to call. And that would equal good booking if they went in that direction. So on that basis, I can see Bianca Belair winning this, and that's going to be my pick, Bianca Belair. Although they'd be very happy if Blissy won, but yeah, it's got to be Bianca. Oh, or does it? There's that little Jade Cargill thing hanging over my head. When's she due back? No, I'm not going to cheat. I'm not going to check the internet of when Jade Cargill's meant to be coming back. I'm sure when she does, and it's revealed that it is Bianca, is who I think it is at least, then we'll get a Bianca Belair heel turn. Cool. Is that time now? I don't know. Getting myself confused. Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair to win the chamber. Yeah.
I don't know why, but I find this one easy. Everyone's going to expect me to say what I usually say, which is, oh, Bailey's in this match, so Bailey's going to win. But AJ's catching up on me, so I can't be playing them games. If I was way out ahead, like, if I was running Leon's numbers in this one, I'd have gone Bailey, because, pick with your heart. But no, I can't afford to lose, so I'm going to go with the one that I want to see turn heel. If they're not already turning heel, it could be the one that took out Cargill. You know what I'm talking about. Bianca Belair. Yes, I'm going for Bianca Belair to win. And not just win, but win in a devastating way, in a way that, I have to get the title back. Like Stone Cold going crazy. Just I have to win. And then doing the weirdest, wackiest, wrong thing, heelish thing. Bianca Belair to win this match.
Right. So there you have it, guys. The guys have got it. We've got Leon with a brave pick of Alexa Bliss. Not that it's a wrong one. We don't know what's wrong and what's right. Everyone else seems to go with Bianca Belair on that one. But here we go. Okay, let's move on. We are now talking. Let's go for the unsanctioned match. Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens. Which way did the guys vote? Let's have a look.
These two took it literally when everyone kept saying fight forever. KO and Sami, thank you so much, because y'all fight forever and you really go to town when you do it. But we're now back at Elimination Chamber with Sami versus KO, and I want to say KO because I love his heel work, but it's going to be Sami because Sami winning is going to elevate KO's heel work and is going to piss him off even more. So yeah, I'm going to pick Sami Zayn to win this in the hopes that KO go to the other level from this. I keep talking about this new world order starting up with KO, Drew and Seth. Yeah, I really want that. And I want a fourth member. I don't know who it will be. But that's just me. Fan theory. Move on.
Now, despite 2 Elimination Chamber matches, this match might be the one that steals the show. I mean, it's not even in a cage. It's not even... I mean, it's unsanctioned, so anything goes. So obviously, it's like a hardcore match, right? And again, it can be just as violent as the cage. I don't even think they need the cage to be violent. There's other things that they're going to be violent with. This is going to be a very serious match. It's going to be a hard one to watch. Some people may have to look away. And Sami Zayn himself did say it. Said it's not going to be nice. And this is actually really, really, really hard to call. Again, it's going to be the match that steals the show. Obviously, there's going to be points to remember in the Elimination Chamber matches, both the male and the female. But this is going to be the match that everyone's going to be walking away talking about. Yes, obviously, the glamour is around who's going to WrestleMania to face whoever for the championship, whether it's Gunther or whether it's Cody Rhodes. But evidently, it's not... I don't think it's going to stop here. And I'm just trying to figure out where would it go if Sami Zayn won? Where would it go if Kevin Owens won? And this has been the most disturbing and most destructive era of Kevin Owens, or version of Kevin Owens that we've ever seen. We've seen these turns on Sami Zayn hundreds of times, but this one, this one's a little bit deep, This is going to be the match. It's going to be very uncomfortable to watch and maybe comfortable for some to watch. And again, my word of the day, it's going to be very interesting, this one. But in order for it to go somewhere, I think it's going to be one of those matches where they have to stop it because of an injury. Sami Zayn isn't 100%, and Kevin Owens is going to focus on that neck. He's going to focus on it, and he's going to probably give him power driver after power driver after power. It's going to get to the point where management are probably going to run out. It's going to be ugly, and it's more around Kevin Owens' nature more than Sami Zayn's. I know he wants retribution. I know he wants payback. But unfortunately, if he's not 100%, I don't think it's enough for him to get the win. So the winner for me in this one, I'm going to say Kevin Owens.
KO versus Sami Zayn. You know what? It's like we've done this a lot of times. I'm not even sure it matters who wins at this point. but like I'm gonna keep this short and sweet and reckon Sami Zayn's gonna creep out with the win. Why? Because KO's gonna be met with a RKO at the sight of a returning Randy Orton. So Sami Zayn for the win.
I genuinely don't know which way this goes. And more importantly, I don't know which way I want it to go. Like, the feud goes into Mania. KO loses here at Chamber. He then goes on to win at Mania. Brings him back into the #1 contender spot. But on the other side, Sami loses. He wins at Mania. Makes him potentially a #1 contender on Raw. Now, which way do we play it? This is tough. This is tough. And look, Kevin's right, guys. I'm still going to stick with it. And here's the thing: it's what does Kevin do if Sami loses? What does Kevin do for Sami to be so irate he goes chasing him again? Now, you can't say hometown advantage here because they're both Canadian. This is, like one of the toughest matches I've ever had between these two. What does KO do to make Sami that irate? We can understand Kevin always being a bit of a little piece of crap. That's what Kevin does best. I genuinely don't know. I'm gonna go with Kevin Owens for the win because Kevin winning loses to Sami winning at Mania, which is sad because Sami, I don't know what Kevin done last year. Did he win last year? I can't even remember what Kevin Owens was up to. Yeah, bad. Maybe I should fact check that. When I'm reviewing, you'll hear me say what it is. But Kevin wins here. Sami wins, then goes on to be Gunther's next #1 contender. But then, wait, there's more. What if Kevin loses, wins at Mania, goes for Jey Uso? Should Jey Uso win? He's on a hunt. He's on a hunt for every Bloodline member, no? Never thought two men would be able to get me to this point. I'm going to do the unforgivable. I'm going to go for a coin flip. It will be face for the face in Sami Zayn, and it will be tails for the heel. I'm going to do it on Google because I don't have a coin near me. So here I go. Google coin flip. Google has determined I'm going for Sami Zayn for the win. Even though Kevin's right. Sami Zayn for the win. I'm losing, so I could put it down to Google. But yeah, Sami Zayn for the win. Thanks to Google, not my brain. I'm out.
Yeah, what I thought was going to be the hardest match to predict until I just put myself through the anguish of predicting the men's chamber. Yeah. I was going to go into this saying this actually ends in a no contest and we rerun this at WrestleMania. That was going to be what I went in with, as I said. Then I started thinking, KO needs a win. He's been served ice cold by Cody Rhodes at the Rumble, and he needs a win here to remind everyone how powerful he is. I also think he needs to pulverize Sami. So much so that it sets up the match with Randy Orton at WrestleMania, the revenge for doing the career-ending attempt on Randy as well. Yeah, KO wins this. This was more straightforward than I win. KO wins this and really, really hurts Sami, and Randy Orton somehow gets involved. I don't think he gets involved in a way that Sami wins the match. I think he maybe gets involved after the fact, as KO is doing an absolute beatdown on Sami. So, yeah. If it's not a no contest, which I don't think it is anymore, KO to win. Let's go with that. KO to win.
Okay, so there you have it. All the guys have put their votes down, and yeah, like, look, it's a difficult one. I'm still not overly confident with it. One of the things I just want to apologize for, I keep saying a Mania moment. Sometimes it's just a Mania match. Also, it doesn't necessarily have to mean either of those guys will become #1 contender by winning. So where am I going with that? And I do agree with Den. we've got these 3 bloodline hunters who just won't get it together. Seth moves to SmackDown and be a bloodline hunter. Let's make it happen. I don't know if that's the name, but you get where I'm going, guys. But yeah, either way, that match is going to be something. 4 matches, and yeah, definitely going to deliver on that one for sure. Definite candidate for match of the night. One of those sleeper ones where it's not following the gimmick of the show, but still delivers. Okay, guys, talking about the other match that doesn't match the gimmick, it's Tiffy time. Yes, Tiffany Stratton, and Trish Stratus take on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae in a tag match. How did the guys vote? Let's have a look.
Cool, let's get the easy one out the way, because I don't believe we're going to be in a world where, first off, you've got Tiffany Stratton, who has done sweet nothings since becoming champion. I mean, less than nothings. I don't see the hype with this girl. I keep on saying that. I went into her title run with an open mind going, I don't see it, but show me something. She hasn't shown me anything, not because of her, but because she's not being booked to do anything. So there's all sorts of problems with her. Kind of wanting Charlotte Flair to dismantle her at Mania, but I may be on a very small island of people who think that. I don't think you make her have a loss in the run up to Mania when she's done so little and needs to do something. And I also don't think you get her involved with Trish Stratus, who's going to be on home turf in Canada, losing on home turf. Maybe in McMahon's days that would happen, not now. So, I mean, this one seems pretty clear cut and dry. I'm going with Tiff and Trish.
Keep it quick, keep it simple. Trish Stratus team is going to win. Yeah, this is the chill out match. This is like they just had one chamber and they need to break down and then another chamber. So yeah, I don't know how they're going to run the card, but you need a match in between to just make everyone breathe. And this is it. No offense to everyone in this match, but that's what you're there for. You know what? Prove me wrong. Show me what's what and let me cheer for you. But at the moment, this is what it's being. I'm going to go with Trish. I should pick Nia, but I'm sticking with Trish to win. Yeah. How much time did I say that name?
You know what? First of all, I will say thank you, Trish. But for me, this is probably going to be like one of those type of filler matches, you know, one of the come down matches after seeing one of the Elimination Chamber matches. But then obviously, you know, it's that match that everyone wanted to see. Personally, I wanted to see Trish versus Tiffany. You know, they almost have the same surname, you know, Tiffany Stratton, Trish Stratus. Try and say that fast, that's a tongue twister. But that would have been a rivalry that maybe still could happen, you never know. I mean, that's a one-on-one I would love to see. Tiffany Stratton versus Trish Stratus, the proverbial passing of the torch. But in this case, they're a tag team, and they're going against the likes of Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. And I think it's pretty evident what's going to happen here. Trish is obviously doing that comeback match. It's the dream match. She's obviously with the person she's evidently going to pass the torch to. And yeah, I think it's going to reign supreme over Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. It'll be a couple of close calls, but I think the stars are just too bright and the lights will be too glamorous for Trish and Tiffany to lose. I don't think the crowd would like that much. So yeah, I don't think it's going to be too much to deliberate on. So yeah, filler match. Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton to win.
So we got the Attack of the Blondes, the OG TS, Trish Stratus, with the new TS, Tiffany Stratton. Yeah, the person who they basically want Tiffany to be. So that's why they're putting them here together. And it should be a good fun little match. Nia Jax has been doing tremendous work all year. It's just not going to be any different here. I'm glad that Candice is still getting, you know, a bit of a spotlight. Yeah, when they're getting rid of so many other people, Candice is still around. So I'm glad about that. Who wins here? Come on, man. It's the Blondes. Come on. TS, whatever you want to call them. Like Tiffany's the champion. She's on her way to WrestleMania. You're gonna see another blonde by ringside because I'm pretty sure Charlotte's gonna be watching. But yeah, well, I suppose saying that you could go the other way and have Charlotte cost Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus, but I don't see it, man. Blondes for the win.
So I have two ways of playing this. We have the Nia and Candice LeRae win through Charlotte interfering. The Queen helps out Queen of the Ring. Or we go down the more natural route of we are in Canada, we have Trish Stratus, and then we have Tiffany Stratton, who is the champion, going into WrestleMania. This is the last PLE stop before Mania. Do we really make our champ look weak to not be able to go into Mania with a victory? Yes, Trish can eat a loss, but are we really doing that in Canada? Was that really the point in bringing back Trish Stratus? So with those 2 points in place, I'm going for Team TS, Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus for the victory. Nia and Candice. Look, Nia deserves something. I don't know what that's going to be at Mania. Let's see Candice do some bits as well. Like the whole DIY family are a bit heelish at the moment, aren't they? You know what? Austin Theory's on SmackDown as well. Let's pick him up. Let's bring back Indy. Let's take Dexter Lumis out of the Wyatt Six. Hey, the way is back on SmackDown. Yeah, but either way, no pun intended. Let's go for it. Trish, as I said, Team TS for the win. Okay, so that one didn't have everyone split. It seems pretty clear cut. Everyone believes it's Team TS. I feel like the last three of us were very like Sesame Street. TS. I see TS. Stratton. Stratton. Stratus. Like, no, yeah, apologies, guys. It's just geek brains, wrestling brains. It's just what we do. No offense to any wrestling fan who didn't do that, because there was two of us who didn't. But yeah, let's not digress on that. And let's go for what we can only call the main event. Yes, guys, it may be the main event, it may not be. Either way, I think we're going to probably close on Brother, I Want Your Soul. And we're not talking The Undertaker. That was The Rock with his weirdest closing of weirdest promo. I still don't know how I feel about it. Some say it's brilliant. Some feel it was a bit corny. I feel there's different ways that we could have played into the whole corporate champ again. But hey, the original corporate champ trying to hire a corporate champ, that I'm all over. So yeah, let's not deliberate any longer. We are talking the main event. We are talking the men's Elimination Chamber. Crap, if it opens the show, it's still a main event, right? Because Jey Uso is going to be the Rumble winner going into the main event, and not. Anyway, that's a different conversation for a different time. Let's do it. The men's Elimination Chamber. So, how are we going to do this? Let's go with the why it won't be, and then let's break down into how it will be. Again, with the women's one, I'm going to apologize because I tend to be quite quick on these recently, but yeah, there's a bit of analysis to go through on this. So Logan Paul, showpiece. He's already been in a chamber and had his moment. So look, it's just numbers in it, I suppose. Now in the Netflix era, let's bring him back in. He's always going to be good money, so let's make it happen. But not going to win, definitely not. Plus, he eliminated Seth in the Rumble, so Seth is most definitely going to be after him. Damian Priest eliminated Drew, and they've both just moved from Raw to SmackDown. And with the highest respect to Damian's been a champ, but he's not WWE champ, and I don't think it's enough of a draw for the, dare I say, headlining event, not main event, but headlining event of Mania. So we're now looking at the prospect of a face versus potential face, if you believe Cody's going to go Roadlander by that time. But let's go with it this way. Priest will eliminate McIntyre. McIntyre will be overly pissed, let's just call it as it is. And with that, he will then probably drop a Claymore on Damian, enter the feud for these two gentlemen. And again, we're looking at the fact that neither of those are now going on to WrestleMania to face Cody. So now we're down to three men: Seth, Punk, Cena. Seth done way too much to the Tribal Chief, and the fact that the Tribal Chief's not in here means we're seeing the Tribal Chief in Canada. 100% Roman Reigns is eliminating Seth Rollins from the chamber. And now we're down to the two men. One who's come back to make money and take titles, and one who's come back because it's his final run. Here's the thing. Whoever wins this is the one who goes corporate. Cody remains face. One of these men sell their soul. Cena said he will do anything. Punk said he will do anything. Now, I want to go down my route of Cena would not go heel in his final run, because why tarnish Mr. I've never been heel since the Doctor of Thugonomics? And is that a way that Cena bows out versus Punk, who could go heel on a dime? Now, I keep two sides to this. One, I said Cena wouldn't win the Rumble and he wouldn't win the Chamber. Why should I change my mind now? So yeah, I'm going to go with it. I called him as a Rumble winner 2 years in a row and it's failed me. I see CM Punk winning this, and CM will now stand for Corporate Man Punk. So CM Punk to win the Elimination Chamber, goes on to face Cody. And I think, look, go back to one of our previous shows. I think it's John Cena versus Joe Hendry at WrestleMania. Let's make it happen. Okay, CM Punk to win.
You know, people are saying that this men's chamber is stacked. It is, but it could have been even more stacked, to be honest. I would have personally taken Logan Paul out of there and put someone like Jacob Fatu in. I probably respectfully also would have taken Damian Priest out and put Sami Zayn in there, although I appreciate he's busy with other equally interesting things. But those two, I think, would have made it even better. Be that as it may, well, revealing a bit about who I think's not winning. Priest, no chance. Logan, 0 chance. As much as I'd love to see Drew do well, no chance. It comes down to a possible 2 with an outside chance of a 3rd. The outside chance being Seth Rollins. He's only the outside chance on the basis that seeing him run the clock back against Cody, if Cody turns heel, would be cool. And, you know, those two don't put on bad matches. And also, I don't really have a clear understanding of what Seth's WrestleMania trajectory is if he loses here. But that said, I don't think Seth's winning this. And I maintain, I don't know where they're going with him then. But yeah, Seth's not winning this. So it comes down to the 2 people who are making this cell so stacked. God damn, you know what? They could have actually taken Drew McIntyre out of him, put Roman Reigns in it, come to think of it. That would have made it even more interesting. Yeah, this chamber's not as stacked as everyone says. If you'd added Roman, Sammy, and Jacob in there, that much more interesting stories to tell than what we've currently got. So yeah, coming back onto it, it comes down to these final 2, the megastars, realistically. Punk and Cena. Very hard to call. Very hard to call. With Punk, does he call in the favor? And this is where Roman comes to the chamber and helps him win. Oh, Jesus, I might have just talked myself into that, you know. There's a high chance. It's a high chance that that's the case and that that's why Roman's not involved. Ooh. Have I just talked myself into it? Equally, let me talk myself out of it now. Equally, with John Cena, we had he almost got it at the Royal Rumble. Would it be a bit of a cheap trick to do that twice, or is there more benefit? Damn it. Oh, damn it. I think I've talked myself out of it, you know. Is there a benefit to seeing John Cena headline WrestleMania against Cody Rhodes? There is, you know, there's a huge benefit to it. Does Punk call in that favor now and beat Cena? Oh, Jesus, this is tough. I'm struggling for time here, guys. I'm sorry. I'm genuinely, I thought I went into this prediction thinking I had it in my head. In my head, it was Cena. And then, so the way I wanted it to play out was Cena wins the chamber. Cody pretends to not turn heel with The Rock in their segment that's going to be at Chamber. Then it's revealed at Mania that he has turned heel and The Rock comes to help Cody overcome Cena, which you could then set up Rock versus Cena at SummerSlam if you wanted to play that back. I don't know, man. Oh, geez, I don't know. There's equal storytelling in The Rock screwing CM Punk at Mania. Love to see that. Because F Phil Brooks, frankly. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm going to pause this recording one moment and have a brainstorm. Yeah, I hate myself. I've talked myself out of it. I was going to say John Cena. But I think there's more story of him coming second again. Oh, God damn it. God damn it. This is confusing for me. Cena or Punk. Punk's too much of a main event TV piece at the moment. You have to put him there. They can't redo the Rumble story, can they? Or does Punk face Logan? I'm so confused, and I'm so sorry for taking up so much time. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to pick something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Punk or Cena. I don't know. I'm genuinely struggling. This is the most conflicted I've been for so long. Oh God, AJ, feel free to edit this down, mate. I'm so sorry. Oh, Jesus Christ. I got to do it. CM Punk wins the chamber. I'm going to regret that. CM Punk wins the chamber. God damn it.
I had to reshoot this video because I've only meant to do this in 1 minute. It took me 2 minutes just to make this one pick. I've already picked it. I've picked Cena to win. Cena's going to win this match. Put some more butts in the seats. You're close to selling out. Cena going into the main event will sell even more. Let Cena put over Cody Rhodes, or let Cody win. Let Cody work for The Rock. Anyway, but I want, because everyone's thinking CM Punk's going to win this because CM Punk's going to go into the main event. Let Drew give him a Claymore. Yeah, I know that feud's meant to be over, but now Drew give him the Claymore, but let Logan pick up the pin. That's right. Logan eliminate him from in the Royal Rumble, and then Logan give him the kick. Oh, Logan Paul doing it. People hate him, but I love him if he does this. Yeah, I talk about CM Punk, but it's not about CM Punk. Cena to win.
Wow, you're gonna have to forgive me for this one because there is so much to deliberate on this. You know, evidently Logan Paul ain't winning nothing. I don't really see Drew winning. I don't even see Damian winning. Seth, yeah, it could be the odd little curveball there, but for me, it's between John Cena and CM Punk. Any one of those two could win. Now, you know, you've got John Cena doing the whole promo thing, so you'd think, yeah, you know, it's given for him to win. It's paved for him to win, to go to WrestleMania and win that 17th championship. But who says that he has to win that 17th championship at WrestleMania? That's not his last match. His last match is still to come further down the line. There's still a few PLEs that he's going to appear in, and WrestleMania just happens to be one of them. But obviously, like the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania is going to be his last match, or last WrestleMania, if you will. But that doesn't necessarily mean he has to win the championship then. I mean, and then, you know, you've got Joe Hendry, you know, giving a little dig on TNA, saying, John Cena, you're welcome to come and face me for my championship. So, again, that 17th championship could come in any way for John Cena. Now that you've got the TNA and WWE collaboration, there's many possibilities. And again, that's a world championship, so that could be 17. Because the 16 that Ric Flair won, he didn't win all of those 16 in WWE. So again, you know, that's another path for John Cena to go down if he doesn't win. And with this favor that CM Punk has with Paul Heyman, I really think, you know what? It's like when everyone thought Cody Rhodes was going to win, you know, at WrestleMania, and he had to wait a whole another year to actually do it. So it's like this again. It's John Cena's turn now. Everyone thinks, yeah, he's going to win. He's destined to win. You know, he's doing the promo. He's doing all of this. He's doing all of that. He's destined to win. But again, I think it's just going to be another hurdle that's going to make him buckle, sort of thing. He's always had the championship that way, but he's never had that kind of hardship to get to the world title. This is the first time, and it's actually beautiful to see, because now we get to see what version of John Cena do we see now on that last run. Anyways, without deliberating too much, I think for me, as much as it could be John Cena, I'm actually going to go with CM Punk. CM Punk to win the Elimination Chamber match and go on to WrestleMania to face Cody Rhodes.
Wow, the men's Elimination Chamber is quite a hard match to determine because, well and truly, you know, there's quite a few people that state their claim to winning. But if I was to boil it down to the actual two, I think it's going to be, really, I think it's between Cena and CM Punk. And the current storyline of where The Rock is asking Cody to sell his soul, or whatever the hell he's talking about, that leans greatly into either one of them. Yeah, like I heard a lot of theories where you could get corporate Cena out of this for the first time, or Cody could actually, you know, join up with The Rock, become his corporate champ, and then of course the voiceless, yeah, he's gonna take umbrage to that. But like maybe it's just a lot more simple. And due to the face-off they had the other week, you do go down the route of Cody and CM Punk and pull the trigger on the Paul Heyman favor thing. Yeah, I think Cena is here for a year, and while it would be a nice moment for him to become 17-time champion at WrestleMania, it doesn't necessarily have to happen at WrestleMania. As long as it happens within the calendar year, I feel that would be good. And to be honest, I feel that actually will be part of his story arc. This is the chase, this is the run. And at his last opportunity, he finally manages to become that 17-time champion. Yeah, so I don't think it's going to be at WrestleMania. Thus, I got to go with CM Punk. Much to the chagrin of some people, I think CM Punk's going to win the Elimination Chamber and go on to face Cody.
Right. So there you have it. Most people have gone CM Punk. One has gone John Cena. But let's talk about one more thing, guys. I'm sorry, I apologize. I realize what I'm thinking, my arms crossed. Let's lay out a few more bits. The CM Punk favor. Could it be that Punk goes corporate? Punk wins. Then Roman says, at Netflix Raw, you, Mr. CEO, acknowledge me as your tribal chief. There's corporate, but then there's family. Acknowledge your tribal chief and give me my title shot. At which point, the thing could be, Mr. Heyman, tell your tribal chief to step back. Could it be that Mr. Heyman has to send the bloodline down to help Mr. Punk win? And when they want to do stuff, he's corporate, and it's all bloodline related because Mr. CEO, Mr. TKO is there. So then there's nothing that can be done. There are so many different angles on what a CM Punk favor could be, you know, post-title, pre-title. That's going down that way. There's the Cena being the corporate man, corporate Cena. Can't see it. It's kind of like Cody. What benefit does Cody have while he has it? Now, had they done this story last year, I know there was a lot of mishmash and twists and turns and pivots, but had it been that, you know what, this is the way I should go. I don't have a title. I want to make you my champ. Could you imagine the storylines that's unfolding? Even right now, we still could spell Rock Roman later down the line because he's gone corporate and he's not acknowledging his family. Like, bro, I was champ for 3 years. You want him to be your corporate champ? Anyway, irrelevant. That's not the point. That will unfold at Mania and beyond. Right now, this is Elimination Chamber. Comment below. How do you guys feel? What do you guys feel will be coming up? Until then, all I'm going to say is keep it locked. Hope you enjoyed the chamber. Hope you've enjoyed the new lighting. Still working on it. But here we go, guys. Until the next time, I am the one AJ, and I am signing out, and I will see you soon. See ya.